Credit Building Professionals. You know what they do? They help their clients achieve better credit. How? Late payments, fraud, liens, charge-offs, student loans. They do it all. Get results in 30 to 90 days, and it's very simple to contact them. Hit them up on their website, creditbuildingprofessionals.com, or give them a call, 678-447-2012. Once again, 678-447-2012. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. What up, Credit Craig?
What's up, family? I call you family because I feel like we can be honest with each other. Nowadays, we all got side hustles and businesses. And in the gig economy, we're all looking for ways to expand our clientele. Power up with 108.9's advertising partnership. Connect to over 100,000 viewers per month. If you're interested, contact our marketing director at thepower1089@gmail.com. Help us reach your target audience and expand your brand. Power 108.9, the station for the people. Keep up with Power 108.9 on social media.
Can I find you?
Instagram
At Power 108.9.
and Facebook.
At Power 108.9.
It's the exact same thing. It's at Power 108.9.
Okay.
Power 108.9, a station for the people.
Good Saturday morning, y'all, here on the Pride Land of Atlanta. It is the new normal here on Power 108.9. Welcome to the show. As always, with me is Maxwell, my best friend and my heterosexual life mate.
What up?
Big Mike on the keys. And Kevin can't be here today, unfortunately. He's been working very, very hard. He's going to be busy all weekend. So instead, we have Janelle filling in for us this week. What's going on?
What's up?
Welcome to the show. Thank you for filling in with us.
Absolutely.
Got a lot to talk about. We're pretty much getting into a lot of sports talk. Nothing really going on in pop culture, minus one debate, but, you know, that's irrelevant in this world.
Yeah.
Come, November 3rd. That's all that matters.
Relatively important.
But getting right into the nitty-gritty of things, if you haven't noticed in the news here in Atlanta, the Braves lost.
Yeah.
The Braves did okay. They did all right, but, you know, in true Atlanta fashion, they couldn't do it in the end.
Yeah. I hate so people are sharing that Thanos meme, like what did it cost? And it costed like for the Falcons to win, and every other team in Georgia lost. I would have rather every other team in Georgia lost instead of the Braves.
The Braves.
Yeah.
I figured.
I don't care about the Falcons. I would have rather had the Braves pull something out. So.
I was kind of happy it was over because being as a bartender here, I was getting just murdered at work and just consistently, and I'm
you were
like
just
thinking,
making a lot of money.
That
sounds
too.
horrible.
I mean, it's nothing
Jeez.
bad about money. I'm never
How
gonna
would you-
say a little bit bad about money. But it's just I was getting tired, and you know I was gonna be here for the full World Series, so I was like, well, I mean, how long am I gonna take this punishment? But you know, in the end, they did all right.
I think the Braves did well. I mean, it's sad to see them lose, but at the end of the day, I think, they gave us some sort of hope for Atlanta sports. I feel like when the Falcons lose, everybody in Atlanta is pretty sad, and this time an Atlanta team lost, and everybody kind of feels upbeat. So
I mean, but everybody's like okay with it now. It's like, oh, just like you said, they gave us hope. Like, can we just win something already?
Yeah, no, I
like
get
I'm
that.
over it. Like, let's just win, just one. Like,
Can we
win
just have
something.
something to like actually be happy about with
Yeah.
being Atlanta fans?
who do you have winning the World Series?
I have the Dodgers just because I think they're due. Ideally, I want to see Tampa Bay because they're just, that money ball. They're the lowest salary team in all of baseball, and I think they're such a good team of guys who just really love the game of baseball. But in the end, it's just too much Dodgers.
Yeah.
Just way too much Dodgers.
Who do you have, Janelle?
I don't. Honestly, for me now, it's just like who's got the sexier guys. So you got Cody Bellinger, and I don't know who the guy is on the Tampa Bay Rays because you see these teams and they only show these players once they get in the World Series, and you're like, ooh. because of course.
Yeah, I mean,
Braves.
relatable. I'm like that too.
Like I know y'all think the same
Yeah,
thing.
so I'm looking at
It's like,
baseball
how
pants.
sexy is a baseball
Right.
player?
Yeah, definitely checking out the print, the
So-
baseball pants, everything like that. So
I mean, but Cody Bellinger. So
just a godsend.
I'm just gonna go with the Dodgers.
So I'm gonna go with Tampa, and here's why. And I want to explain my conspiracy theory.
Go ahead.
Here we
It's
go.
2020, and the world is kind of burning to the ground. So let's look at sports in a total right now. The Tampa Bay Lightning just won the Stanley Cup. Give the Rays the World Series, and let Tom Brady win a Super Bowl this year.
No,
and the
it's not
city
gonna
of
happen.
Tampa
I
will
can't.
just burn to the
I
ground.
can't. Old people would die. Like, you think COVID's killing older
Old
people?
folk
Real old
communities
people are going to
would
die in
just-
fires and
The
riots.
amount of partying in Tampa, you would have to quite literally build a wall around Tampa, I feel like, because they are just going to go crazy. So that's my hope. I hope that happens.
Just fun fact that Tampa Bay is the largest per capita for strip clubs per square mile, I think it is.
I don't know. Jacksonville, North Carolina had a lot when I was stationed over there. So
Yeah, I
just
mean,
strip clubs and barbershops.
That's what
so.
it is. That's what. Yeah. That's honestly what it's going to be. Just partying and all that. Kind of shifting news a little bit. So last show we did, it was the Georgia Alabama game,
Yeah.
and our good friend Janelle is a giant dog fan.
Go Dogs.
We
Go
actually have a
Dogs.
story to tell you later about Florida Georgia experience that me and Janelle did a couple years ago, and I'll have her tell it, but we'll get back to that later. Dogs, what's so you're off this week.
Listen, they need it. They got to sit down, reevaluate. But of course, everybody's like, you knew it was going to happen. It's Alabama, but I have hope. But
Aren't you just sick of hope?
But that's what anybody, if you're a fan in Atlanta of anything, that's all you, because we're not gonna win.
We're not gonna
So
win.
that's why I'm
Just
saying,
just
can we
hoping
just?
for sunshine.
And if somebody wins, like, I'm gonna need it to be Georgia, just
The
so
Dogs.
But I'm glad we played Alabama because to be the best, you got to beat the best. So
You look
and I'm
great.
not sure how Nick Saban got over COVID in
It's
that
Nick
amount of
Saban.
Yeah,
days.
so he-
Bama
But
football.
So he
that's a story
tested-
for another day.
He tested positive at the beginning of the week, and then had to take 6 COVID tests before they let him onto the
Every
field
day, yeah.
every day.
Literally going up to Saturday game at Saturday morning, he had to get tested. The test was literally flown private jet to the testing facility where they get the information.
The tester Saban,
The test.
like in a lockbox, like
yeah, it
handcuffed
was
to
like
somebody's arm.
probably like private jet get
What is
flown.
the SEC doing? We can't.
Whatever. They're spending way too much money on stupid shit. But yeah, had to get flown to the testing facility, and then he got approved to go ahead.
Yeah, I mean,
Which
seems like a lot of.
which keeps pointing out the three things that are guaranteed in this world are death, taxes, and SEC football.
Yeah,
That's true.
So I
Well.
mean, that's plain and simple. I'm also not surprised that he beat it because
he
He's
beats
Nick
everybody.
Saban.
yeah,
beats
he's like
everything.
just
He is Nick
that man
Saban.
just wins and only
He
knows
just
how to
sold
win.
his soul, quite
I mean,
literally.
minus Miami years, but we won't talk about.
I think the
those.
Georgia game just showed like true just Georgia fashion, right? So your hopes were probably really high going into halftime. I know it was because I have to root for the Dogs now. I'm not happy about it, but I do root for the Dogs.
That's a good decision.
Really
a good
pumped.
decision.
And then just like Kevin said, no quarterback, meaning that Alabama was just going to stuff the box, can't run on them. So that was
Done.
pretty much game. So
That was it. That was pretty much done. But I mean, you guys got off this week for Georgia, and then I think they play Kentucky, and then we got the Florida Georgia game.
Yep. And they're not the cocktail party. You can't go party anymore. So
What?
COVID.
band party.
Thanks
Well,
to
no,
COVID.
Florida approved all of it, didn't they?
I don't know. They were like they're gonna make strict guidelines in Jacksonville. So,
That's
but
not
I'm
gonna
like,
stop anybody.
yeah. I'm like, what?
That's
Isn't
not
the
gonna
whole
stop.
state
I'm like,
open
well,
up,
I
though?
think
Yeah, the
I
whole
still
state's
want to
open.
go. I still want to go.
good
so,
luck with that.
I don't see anybody stopping that, by the way. So, regardless of
Just let them party at this point.
But they said like RV City not gonna do it, and that's like where they do all the campers and all that
Boldface
stuff. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, tell him that. Tell him that.
Go ahead,
all
try
of
it.
that. I mean, you're going on what, 2 years? 2 years in a row?
This will be
3.
this will be 3, but I'm really not sure how we're gonna do that.
Who do you got for that game? Georgia, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
Good thing Kevin's not here.
But it's gonna actually be a good one. I mean, like Kyle Trask, he's really good.
Don't tell Kevin that.
And I know, and I hate saying that too. But it's always a toss up, and Georgia might show up the first half, Might go home the second half like they did last weekend, but
True Atlanta fashion.
We're in timeout this weekend, so sit down.
Sit down. You need to think about this.
Yeah.
Another news this week. Going back to Tampa Bay, I don't know how they pulled this one off, especially Tom Brady. So Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are out making Madden 16 Ultimate Teams with the new acquisition of Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
On top of that, they got Leonard Fournette, Ndamukong Suh, Rob Gronkowski, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, and Sean McCoy. Like, who else do you need on this team to like just say, screw it, we're all in?
Yeah, but all of these players like aren't really in their prime. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's great. Like, really cool names will look. If you're a Tampa Bay fan, I'm pumped for the jerseys. But like, none of these players are like. Am I thoroughly impressed with Gronk? No. Brady doesn't look really like Brady.
He almost got beat by a rookie.
mean,
Antonio Brown is the biggest crybaby besides LeBron James.
right.
Do
you think he's been training or like making music videos?
Oh, that's a
no.
that's a
And
good one.
speaking of Tom Brady, these creepy videos he makes after he wins, where he's like
stopped watching Instagram.
smiling into the camera, and you know that there's no soul inside of him, and then so he's just like, "Hey guys, another win today," and then it just like cuts to highlights. It's terrifying. So I don't know what's going on with him, but
his son's getting
Stop
like,
it
his
right now.
son's getting like the soul sucked out of him by
Yeah.
every game.
so
But they're going to be all in. Obviously, I mean, they're the team to beat when you look at it on paper. Will they do anything? We'll see. But I don't know. I'm just hoping that for the best for any kind of situation regarding that. It's an interesting week in football in general because we actually have the Titans versus the Steelers, which I honestly am excited for because that's a 5-5 team. Derrick Henry is. Have you seen?
he's a man
In
in every version of the word.
So
So
there's a video going online that's saying like Derrick Henry needs to get banned from like the NFL. There's no point of having 6'5" figure middle linebacker strength and middle linebacker size with elite speed. Just if you haven't seen the Josh Norman video with him just shucking him out of the way, that's a grown man pick another grown man up by the shoulder pad and just saying yeet.
yeah, and to all the Bills fans that were saying, "Oh, he had like 80 more pounds on him. No, he was so much smaller than him. It's not that." Your boy got tossed.
Your boy got
Like,
tossed.
shut the fuck
To
up.
the other
You got
universe.
tossed. Like I was reading that on like ESPN and stuff. They were like, "It's not even funny. Like, he was so much smaller, man." It's like your boy got tossed. It's okay. It happens. Don't justify it. Just
It's
say
Derrick
you know
Henry,
what?
and he's done it before, which is even
Yeah,
funnier. And
it's
then everyone
like-
else is like, that's Derrick Henry. He's King Henry. So
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious that way he got done with him, but
No, he's
Yeah.
huge.
he's a big
massive.
man. Today's a special day in college football.
The
Big Ten is coming back today.
Yeah, the Big Ten back.
Well, they came back yesterday.
Yeah, the Heisman hopeful Justin Fields, who's played 0 games, plays today. So
Yeah, hey,
how the fuck that happened, I don't know, but
he's still the front runner.
so
We'll see.
about that. And then, yeah, so the Big Ten's back.
I don't know if you watched the game last night. So Wisconsin played Illinois.
Yeah, what's that quarterback's name?
Mentz, Mentz.
Right. He went 20 for 21 with 289 yards, and he had 5 touchdowns,
touchdowns.
Oh,
as
wow.
a true freshman.
True freshman.
Wow.
The one pass that he did that he did miss, the guy dropped very openly. But this kid, if he's not on somebody's radar in the next year and a half, I don't know
looks
who
good.
it is. Especially out of Wisconsin. Wisconsin has been relevant in like
Isn't Russell Wilson from Wisconsin?
yeah, he went to
So,
Wisconsin.
That's probably
Well, he
the
went to
last
NC
time
State
there
and
was.
then he went to
yeah,
Wisconsin.
that's probably like the last time that Wisconsin had a
Good football team.
good,
Yeah.
well, quarterback. But yeah, but yeah, that game was dope to watch. I caught a little bit of the tailwind of it. I'm excited for the Big Ten, I guess.
I
don't
mean, it
really
must
have
be
anybody.
nice. Like, just sit back, watch everybody play. Like, oh, we'll go play now.
Yeah, I
like-
mean, okay, well,
Okay, well, man.
I mean,
I get that, but
yeah.
here's
you know,
I understand it, and
Still
that's why
ranked.
that's why I'm not necessarily like taking this season serious. Like usually I'll work during the football games, like the Oregon games, so that I can make some money. But with a 7-game season, it's just kind of like my own personal thing. But
Yeah, I mean, so Oregon does start November 7th, and it's a 7-game series or 7-game season. The only ranked team out of the Pac-12 is Oregon, and we're still ranked higher than in the top 15, which is incredible for us, even though we still haven't played a game, and we still have so many question marks of whether our quarterback is a real deal or not. That's the only confusing thing.
well, welcome to our world.
Stetson Bennett, the
Yeah.
16th, right?
The mailman.
The
Mailman.
All those
The
Georgia
mailman.
quarterbacks look the same. I swear to God, they just
Oh,
come
it's
out of
like
a breeding
generic
factory.
brand.
Yeah,
That's too much.
I mean, if we could just get a good one and just.
yeah. It
I mean,
seems
we've
like-
had good ones. We've had good ones.
Yeah.
But.
But we're gonna do something about it. All right, we're gonna take a break real quick. When we come back,
What are we doing about it?
What do you mean?
What are we doing about it? You said we're going to do something about it. What are we doing about it?
He's a Georgia fan deep
Oh,
down.
I'm not,
Deep
I'm
down.
not a Georgia.
What are
fan.
It just
we
slipped.
doing
We're
about
gonna
it?
win it. That's what we're gonna beat the
slipped
crap
out.
out of the Pac-12. All right, so when we come back, we're gonna have Kevin's bets for college football, and we're gonna talk about a Florida Georgia story that's me and Janelle love. And
Woo.
so when you come back, do you listen to the new normal? This is Power 108.9.
Yo, it's Michael McFadden for our friends over at Credit Building Professionals. You know what they do? They help their clients achieve better credit. How? Late payments, fraud, liens, charge-offs, student loans. They do it all. Get results in 30 to 90 days, and it's very simple to contact them. Hit them up on their website, creditbuildingprofessionals.com, or give them a call, 678-447-2012. Once again, 678-447-2012. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. What up, Credit Craig?
What's up, family? I call you family because I feel like we can be honest with each other. Nowadays, we all got side hustles and businesses. And in a gig economy, we're all looking for ways to expand our clientele. Power up with 108.9's advertising partnership. Connect to over 100,000 viewers per month. If you're interested, contact our marketing director at thepower1089@gmail.com. Help us reach your target audience and expand your brand. Power 108.9, the station for the people.
Welcome back to the new normal. This is Power 108.9. Just quick, just shout out to our new platform. We're on TikTok now.
Yeah.
We're excited
TikTok.
because we're trying to find more ways to get contact out there so you guys can keep watching. And honestly, it's been killing. I'm surprised how well TikTok has been helping us trying to get our voice out there. But yeah, make sure to go check out our TikTok. Watch some of our awesome clips that we love here on the show. It's called the New Normal Podcast.
Ding.
Ding.
The new normal podcasting is our TikTok.
New Normal Podcast team.
So what happened was 2020 happened, coronavirus happened, and then everybody wanted to create a podcast, and simultaneously everybody came up with the new normal as their name for the podcast. We are the only ones that are actually funny though. So we have the new normal podcasting on TikTok. So
that's good. So make sure you go check that out. We'll definitely be posting new videos by the end of the day, or at least by the end of this week. Getting into the nitty gritty, even though Kevin's not here, he did send us a beautiful, beautiful text message about his college bets. I know he's probably listening right now. So I'm kind of going to go into it, just kind of hammer down what he wrote us, and just it's
spoiler alert
hilarious.
for everybody that's been listening over the past couple of weeks. Kevin still hates Oklahoma, so
Yes.
nothing has changed there.
Yeah. I'm pretty. Oh wait. So the Oklahoma's playing TSU, and he goes, no
TCU.
comment. Or TCU, sorry. No comment. If Oklahoma loses this game, their fans will riot, and I won't care. That's
Yeah.
exactly his words, what he wrote in the whole message.
Powerhouse team in a dog shit division.
Hey.
He said it perfectly.
Yeah.
So
And he's probably smiling right now just listening to us say that, but, that's Kevin.
yeah, so just go down through the picks.
Yeah, so Clemson's playing Syracuse. Sorry,
What a joke,
Syracuse.
Clemson, get it together.
Yeah, Syracuse. It's a 45.5 point spread. Syracuse is total dog shit, real struggle. They really struggled badly this year. Clemson at home, enough said. Ohio State is playing Nebraska. Easy game for Ohio State at home against Nebraska. Nebraska doesn't really have any athletes, which I totally agree with them. I don't think Ohio State will cover 26 though.
I hope Ohio State loses and then their field implodes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The
I
U.
agree.
Are they having,
Ohio State is pretty much my Oklahoma when it comes to sports teams. They're just
They're up there.
absolutely annoying.
Yeah.
So
I'm curious if they have any fans in the stadium in Ohio. I know it's like Ohio's one
and the
of those.
horseshoe,
Yeah.
it's a stupid stadium. So
Just
They
stupid.
really hate it.
Stupid.
NC State versus UNC might be an interesting, only to see how UNC bounces back from a terrible loss. Mac Brown is 0-6 against his alma mater.
I got NC State. Shout out James.
Hey, shout out. So it might be a different story this week. I took the over because I think it was like a 60-point over spread. I was like, I'm taking this all day. Kansas City is playing Kansas.
Who the fuck is Kansas?
Who the fuck is Kansas? Kansas State covering the 20-point spread over Kansas because Kansas fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Gives up 40 points in a game and have scored only over 20 points in one time this season. The game to watch that Maxwell and Kevin are both interested is Coastal Carolina versus Southern Georgia.
Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern.
Georgia Southern.
Sorry,
Coastal Carolina and Georgia Southern play
dyslexia
today.
of the words is in my mind right now. Auburn.
This game's gonna be really dope. I hope Coastal Carolina pulls this one out. That's who I'm going for. But Georgia Southern has that kind of
It
background of kind of upsetting ranked teams. So
It's like that nitty gritty
Yeah.
So
for sure.
whatever they're pumping in the athletes in Statesboro, it's probably cheap liquor. But
Hey,
Mr. Boston.
yeah. So
Mr. Boston. I haven't heard that in a minute. Holy smokes. Auburn, Ole Miss. This is a really interesting game in my mind just because I want to see what Lane Kiffin does. But Auburn is -3, but look terrible. They got their asses kicked. I'm sorry, you can cancel Bo Nix. Bo Nix needs
horrible.
Bo Nix is canceled.
I would honestly take the
consult Bo Nix.
I would honestly take the Georgia quarterback situation over playing Bo Nix. Like,
Yeah.
he is
I
just
mean,
so,
I feel like he does have potential. I mean, and I'm only going to say this. War damn. Leah, you're welcome. But I really feel like Bo Nix, he has potential. He's just trying to do too much.
yeah.
Like, way too
I
much.
think Gus Manziel wants him to do too much.
Yeah, because he rolls out of the pocket and he throws off his back foot every single time, and it's like you can't do that. Like
It's like Johnny Manziel just trying to be out there.
he wants to be a video game character, and he doesn't have those wheels yet. So I got Ole Miss in that game.
Yeah, I mean, Ole Miss
know.
doesn't really have the toughest schedule. They play Florida, Alabama, Arkansas, who turned out to be pretty good this year, which is very surprising because I think they have a Georgia coach as their head coach.
Who?
Who?
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
So that will be an interesting game to see. Kevin's got Ole Miss might win. Their defense just sucks, but also so does Bo Nix.
I'm just excited to see what Lane Kiffin does with that program. So I'm
Exactly.
going to jump on the bandwagon with Ole
Yeah.
Miss. So
We already talked about Oklahoma, TCU.
nobody cares
Nobody
about
cares.
them.
There's some Boomer Sooners out there though.
Yeah, and you guys are all lost.
Just every time I see the videos of the wagon coming out and it just tips over. And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
I laugh so hard every time. Like that's the worst.
I just want somebody to rush the field and like push it over. Like,
Just
here comes
scared-
the wagon! Oh no! Oh, it flipped! No!
Someone scare the horses.
Randy Orton out of nowhere
Florida State.
is not back.
Yeah, so quote unquote back because you know how Florida State fans and Kevin being a huge Gator fan, he goes, I don't understand how people think they're back. They're +5 against Louisville this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm taking the chances. I'm putting the +5 just because I think Louisville still beat them, but I think it's a close game.
I think I have Louisville that game too.
Yeah.
Slutgers versus MSU.
Yes, Rutgers versus MSU. What is Rutgers even doing at this point? Is it even still a football team? It was the last time Rutgers.
I think they
been-
just use the lacrosse players, right? Aren't they in Jersey
Yeah.
to play?
Well, Bill Belichick's son went to Rutgers as a lacrosse player. Didn't play
wow.
any football,
Stand-up guy, I'm sure.
and now he's the defensive coordinator for the New England Patriots.
Shocker.
Yeah. So if you ever wonder what exactly
Wonder
that
how
is,
he got that job.
yeah, right. And then we got Tennessee playing Alabama. Tennessee gets laughed at their own.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah, so Tennessee got laughed out of their own stadium last week, and of course Kevin, as per usual, he told you all, big fucking nobodies. There's a giant fluke of a team. They're all hype, no bark,
and that gaudy orange.
and that gaudy orange.
It's like jailhouse.
So,
Jailhouse
They
orange.
look like Jello shots.
they look like Jello.
They
Like
do.
creamsicle Jello shots.
They look, yeah.
That's
it's not
what
a
it.
good
That's
look.
what it basically looked like. So yeah, he's honestly going to take Alabama. I think Alabama's at a 22.5 point spread, which I definitely going to make.
Should be like a
definitely
6
sure.
million point
Yeah,
spread.
it's definitely going to happen. The over, which is interesting because it's a high. I think it's like close to 50 or 60, which they'll definitely cover very easily. And the final game of the night is going to be Michigan, Minnesota. It might be interesting. Probably. What was it?
What are they? The Gophers?
The Gophers.
Was that PJ Fleck? Is that
Yeah,
is he
it's
the
the
coach?
row the
Yeah.
boat dude.
Woo.
Row the boat.
Row the
He's
boat.
good looking.
He's good.
Good looking.
He's got no hair.
Hey, it's okay.
Okay.
Ball people.
Ball people are cool too. He says they might be interesting. Probably must win for both teams. For that in general, because PJ Fleck coming off a great season previously, Jim Harbaugh, or is it Jim or John? It's Jim. He needs something because he is on the biggest hot seat in all of college football because he hasn't done shit with that program.
I was about to say, wasn't he supposed to like come in and just be this?
Yeah, well, he came off the San Francisco 49ers
off-
Super Bowl,
Yeah.
left to go to Michigan to coach his old alma mater, and has done nothing but get his ass spanked by Ohio State
And
every
he
year.
gives off like real big like Pete Carroll vibes, doesn't he? But without producing.
He's
any
great at
wins.
recruiting. He's
Like,
awesome at recruiting.
So he has like Pete Carroll, like that, like kind of like fired up mentality. Like he's like a player's coach. He's like
he
what is
sleeps
what is
over.
the joke? He like talks about drinking milk or something like that. So he's like definitely this like weird character.
He sleeps
which-
over at recruits' houses and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
that's weird.
That's just to
yeah.
get
Wait.
them.
It's very Epstein like.
Yeah, so Jim Harbaugh is very famous for if he wants a recruit, he makes sure that he goes and gets that recruit, even if it's like spending the night at their house,
Oh my
like
gosh.
sleepover.
He basically just like stands outside their window with like a boom box and it's like, please come play for me. And
When I got recruited, I walked into my house one time, and Coach Thomas, he was sitting on the couch with my grandparents, and like Mimi had cooked him dinner, and I was like, "Oh, that's it. Like, I'm gonna have to go here now." Like
that's
he's
the
looking
thing.
at me. He's like, "So you ready to sign?" And Mimi's like,
I cooked him dinner.
"Chicken Alfredo. I got it." I was like, "Oh, if you gave him chicken Alfredo, then I have to."
He's
Well,
like,
then
oh, I
that's
guess
fine.
this is a thing.
Then I'm in.
I guess that's over.
Um,
But yeah,
Kevin
he
Al-
stays at recruit's house and it's just mildly awkward.
yeah, it's so awkward.
And he's not doing anything with the program, so
Yeah. Kevin also states the fact that there's no way Michigan's going to beat Ohio State this year unless something drastic happens to Ohio State. Maybe they lose a quarterback or somebody, nobody important. He may not be employed at the end of the season, and Michigan knows this.
he has 2 years left on his contract, I believe. They asked him this morning in an interview if he had any update, and he said no.
No, I'm
That's
done.
all the news I
I'm
have.
cool.
He was kind of bland about it. They're like, so what's up, Jim Harbaugh? And no, hey. You signing a new contract? No, no updates. Okay, we'll go fuck ourselves, I guess. So next on College Game Day.
It's actually kind of funny if you watched recently College Game Day. I think we talked about this last week.
Yeah, they lock Lee Corso up in Florida.
Literally, is that his house?
Yeah, so
So
they
he's
literally
like in his
it's-
screened-in back porch.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's literally just hiring the guys to dress up as mascots and
like,
just sit in
float
his pool.
Right.
Like, it's-
And did you see they brought the elephant out last weekend?
Oh,
I'm
the
like,
whole
of
elephant.
course.
They parked it in his driveway.
That's
Which-
nuts. I just feel bad because he's very old, but Kurt Herbstreit's kind of like his handler.
Yes.
So you can tell the stress on Kirk that he can't like reel him in like virtually. Like Lee Corso's like rah, 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 with his pen. He's like rah, 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 rah. He turns over to Kirk and Kirk's like, yeah, okay. So back to the topic.
It's like, what part of dementia are you on?
Yeah.
I wonder what his wife's doing in the back, just like watching
chicken
it.
Alfredo.
Yeah. Yes,
Three
but it's
martinis
nowhere like
deep.
Mimi's, so don't even try Miss Corso, okay?
She's
Because you can't
she's
touch
three
it.
martinis deep, just like, God, I still have to hang out with this guy.
Cleaning up all the makeup. He uses all of my makeup.
It's like, I didn't think he was that old. So that's Kevin's picks for college football this week. It's been an interesting time.
What are
So-
your game? What games are you excited about this week?
Honestly, I don't really care because Georgia's not playing, so I can sit back and just be a stress reliever.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Literally.
fair
So
enough.
all
Like-
the games.
So all the games.
And then I can just watch Big Ten, waste my time.
Waste
Yeah,
your
never
time.
been
Got
waste
it.
of time.
Hey, just FYI, Kevin said, "Miss my boys."
Hey,
Just
we miss you
FYI.
too, buddy.
We miss you, Kevin.
Love you, buddy.
Appreciate
I know
it,
you're
Kevin.
hearing-
That was sweet.
I
Yeah.
hope works.
Nice to meet
okay.
you.
In case you're wondering, Janelle's taking over for you. So.
Hey, Kevin. Yeah, miss you too, buddy. Go Dogs.
Oh, shade. So, a couple years back, this is the Florida Georgia story, and I'll have Janelle tell the story, but just kind of give you a background check on basically what happened was. So, a couple years ago, when me and Janelle were working together, we were sitting at a bar. Florida Georgia game, I think, was coming up pretty soon, and
Yep.
you were talking to me and saying you never been to a Florida Georgia game in your entire life, and I go, oh, okay, cool.
Just casual
Just
conversation.
casual conversation. I'm sitting on my phone the whole time, and I put my phone down and I look back at, hey, we're going. And Janelle goes, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, first time ever. She's like, yeah, we're going. You get the hotel, I got the tickets. We'll figure it out from there. She still didn't believe me for the part of the time. So I'll tell.
You
I'll
just
let-
bought tickets?
Yeah, I just bought
Literally.
tickets. Literally
Like,
bought tickets.
Straight. I was like, wait, are you? Because like I knew Andrew, but not like super super close. So I'm like,
So
what is he? And you know, he's a smart ass.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is he being for real? Like, are we? And then he showed me on his phone. I was like, oh, he's for real.
we're going
Like,
to the game.
We're
Yeah.
going. We're going.
So we go to Florida. We go down there with your friend. I keep forgetting her name.
Samia.
Samuel.
Samia.
And
She had to go back to Spain, unfortunately.
Yeah, fun girl, very party girl. So I'll let you take over. So from kind of what we started and how that whole day went.
Oh my
For
gosh.
us.
We go down there, and to anybody that's been to the Georgia Florida game, that weekend it is literally impossible to get a hotel room if you haven't done it like months prior.
Right.
So he gets the tickets, I get the hotel room. Our Uber drivers are telling us, yeah, this is like the worst place to be. We're like,
For a
okay,
hotel.
cool, perfect.
Right.
Like, it's fine, it's fine.
There's a backstory behind that too.
It's
I
an
will tell you.
adventure.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was called, but it wasn't far from the stadium. So like we go out Friday night because it's called the like largest cocktail party. So
Yeah.
we go out, we're drinking, have a good time, and then Saturday rolls around. So we show up and we see all these RVs, like, and these people are just partying. I'm talking, and it's what 9 a.m. Like,
Yeah, we didn't realize how large it was either, and that's what threw me off. I thought it was like, oh, it's just like
The
a
drinks
regular-
or the rednecks?
both.
yes,
Okay.
absolutely. The jorts,
The
like
jorts, there you go.
those are
Okay.
the Florida
You could literally
fans.
just hear music miles away, and it's just like I think we were at least 5 miles away from the stadium, and it was just you see the stadium like all the way in the background, and you just still see RVs just coming out.
Wait, so it's at the Jaguar Stadium, right?
Yes,
Right.
Jacksonville is not
And
a
there's
large city.
beach right outside of the Jaguar Stadium?
No,
No.
it's like I want to say the beach is maybe 20, 30 minutes away.
Okay.
Yeah, they all go to like
Possibly.
the Panama, Panhandle.
Okay.
So
But I mean, we go down there and we meet some people from work, and Michelle was down there.
oh yeah,
And
old Michelle, older Michelle.
Oh, I miss her. She's so
Yeah.
dope.
yeah,
Mom
so they have like I'm talking a stripper pole. They have kegs. They're like, drink whatever you want, eat whatever you want, and we're like, okay, let's do this. So that was the start. We were like, okay, this is about to get crazy.
Yeah.
So me and Andrew go in the game, and mind you, were we on the Georgia? Yeah, we were on the Georgia side.
So originally our tickets were on the Florida side, and we got up there and we like looked around. I was like, all right, these are not our people.
just all blue.
all blue. So I said, screw it, let's go on the other side. And we kind of just like made up our seats as we went along because there's like they kind of were strict about what side you sit on or like where your seats are. But we kind of like finessed our way into like the Georgia crowd. We were up in the nosebleeds too. So I mean,
Whatever. A game's a game.
Yeah.
Aren't those tickets that you also have to buy like months in advance? Too,
yeah.
so-
So
Yeah,
we
so-
bought them, and we bought them well in a month in advance.
yeah.
When you go to things like that, you luck out. You either go like you get by fans that are like really cool, nice, or you get some that are just annoying. Well, we lucked out. These 4 guys that were in front of us were just probably been going to Georgia games since
The dawn of time.
probably since the last time they won a national championship. Who
Yeah.
knows? So they score a touchdown. Georgia scores a touchdown, and they pull out like this flask, and they're like taking a sip, and I'm like, "Hey, can I have a sip?" This
Like,
was before like Corona
the
and
funny
stuff like
thing
that.
is-
So
Yeah.
For that, the funny thing is, she's like a bloodhound when it comes to like, all right, I'm gonna find some older guys that know that this trick, and like, she's looking for the airplane bottles, she's looking for the flasks. The minute she sees it, she's like, hey, can I be your friend?
yeah, absolutely, just like that. Sound just like that too. But so, and I don't know what was in that flask, y'all. But when I took a sip, I tried to act like I was okay, but inside of me, I thought I was going to vomit.
It was just
I mean, I could feel like the hairs growing on my chest. I don't know if it was like
just moonshine.
30-year-old brandy or moonshine, but that made the experience in itself. But Georgia scored twice and they were out. I was like, that's all y'all brought.
That's
Like you thought they were just gonna score twice?
just 2 touchdowns. That was it.
Yeah. Don't
I'm
forget that
I'm about
they
to go
don't
find
serve
some more
alcohol
friends.
in the stadium.
I guess I'm not your friend anymore.
Yeah.
So
Right. No, but that I mean,
changed.
and so, they're like, hey, y'all hang out with us after. We're like, yeah, sure, whatever. So we go to the RV city, like we were saying, like they have all these RVs, like literally, you have to buy a spot, and you can literally, like, people have DJs out there. It's a full
they have
blown
dance
party.
floors.
I mean, so we're walking down like the RVs, just talking. Well, we end up meeting these people, and there's just a bunch of Florida fans, and they were the coolest people I've ever. They let us drive their golf cart. They let us drive. Like they were driving us down where the houseboats are on, like, I don't know what the river down
I
there.
don't know,
I don't know,
Jacksonville River.
way down yonder. But no, it was so much fun. Like we probably got back to the hotel at like 5 a.m.
That Uber
what
ride
time
was
did the
just.
game end?
The game
They
the
did
game's
like
always
a-
at like 3:30.
Yeah, the game
Oh,
ended
my.
at like 6
So it's
o'clock.
a marathon.
Yeah, so originally we thought like, oh man, this is gonna be fun, but we don't know how long we're gonna be out. I kind of wanted to keep walking, and then she found her friends. I was like, all right, fuck it. I mean, they're
Real
giving
friends or
No, yeah.
Friends that we met, and
Yeah.
mind you, I want to say they're like 50 plus, so not people our age, and
Yeah.
we're having the time of our life. They're like,
Yeah.
come in our RV, eat this, drink that, do this,
just handles of liquor,
and they're
you're
Florida
like,
fans.
oh wow.
So there's just, and we're all in this Georgia stuff. And so the funny thing is every year since we have met like up,
oh, really?
and they're always just welcome with open arms, even when
That's
Florida loses. Sorry, Kevin. You said he was a Florida fan, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
But no, it's honestly pretty cool because it's just like a ritual now. But who knows with this year? Still want to go.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll bring their RV.
The only thing I really remember from that night
They have their own porta potties,
Yeah, nice
Inside
ones
the RV
too.
or outside?
like outside.
But they have the lock it, which is even funnier. So they have like locks on these porta potties because I guess people use them.
'Cause people are like drunk and want to piss.
Yeah,
somewhere.
so-
that sounds about right.
So like anytime you had to go use the bathroom, you had to ask the guy with the key. I was like, "Hey, can I use the bathroom?" He's like, "Here's the key." I was like, "All right, cool. Make sure you
Gas
lock
station.
it." Yeah, make sure you lock it. At
You
the
must
end of the
purchase
time.
one thing before using our bathroom.
I mean, it's like Athens, but it's like times 10 with way cooler people.
The food was
Okay.
amazing. I thought these people, these guys,
They're
are
throwing down.
skilled.
Yeah, I mean, spoiler alert: Southern
Skilled.
people know how to cook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Southerners know. The only thing I really remember from that whole trip is literally just standing on the back of a golf cart and
Just riding through.
just riding.
Because
Just
they
riding.
don't care. You can drink. They got some of the roads blocked off. You can ride. Like, the cops are just, like, waving at you.
Designated drunk driving.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And you're
I mean,
just,
that's
and you're,
legit.
that's the crazy thing is you're just taking the golf cart and you're just RV hopping. You're just hopping to every single bar or like every
That is
single
nuts.
makeshift bar. And the coolest thing is there's a lot of people who were just making makeshift bars.
I'm sure that's like a dream of
Walking
like,
around with Jello shots in a thing.
Yeah, like
Selling
older SEC fans that have like do that kind of like RV stuff. They probably like to make creative bars and things. They spend all this money.
That's
so
their
pretty
tradition.
dope.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm like. Some
No,
of
yeah,
these
I'm sure.
tailgates, like, you're like, I'm doing it all wrong, and I'll probably never be like that unless I start like yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, it is. These people go all out, and there was UFC fans, might I add, like walking around,
Oh, wow.
and we're like, what point are you trying to make?
They have like tap out shirts on. Those people are the
Oh
worst.
no.
Like, what's up, dude? You like my tap out shirt? What's up? Yeah, I watched like one fight. I did like jiu-jitsu back in 4th grade, but
I'm more of a stand-up boxer now.
yeah.
More of a street fighter.
You
know.
get it. You're on Rough and Rowdy. You get in fights at bars. You're not a fighter.
Andrew actually wanted us to go to that.
Rough and
Yeah,
rowdy.
so they did. They did have the rough and rowdy for the Florida Georgia game the night before. We tried to get tickets, but it was really hard to get. I guess it got sold out. But that was, I cannot imagine how crazy that would be. I wanted to go to the one in Atlanta when they had it for the Super Bowl, but that was like a private party.
Yeah, and I was still in. That
Yeah,
whole Super
yeah,
Bowl thing
you were
was
in,
the
you were
worst.
somewhere far beyond
Yeah.
here. But that was a good time, and you said you're gonna try to go again this year. Hopefully,
Well, Florida's open.
yeah, Florida
Like,
is
I'm
open.
surprised. Like it's not just, hey, all right, cocktail party's back on, y'all.
I know. I just think because like the way even because people will go down there at the start of the week and
Yeah.
just carry it on, but like Friday people will go downtown, and I just feel like anything that requires a huge social gathering now is a no go. So
I mean, not. I mean,
I'll wear a mask.
no, I get that, but like, I just don't think it's like. I just think it's gonna be normal. I would be shocked if I saw regulations at it. You heard it here first.
You'd be
Because
shocked.
it's Florida. Florida
DeSantis
doesn't care.
don't care.
DeSantis is like, well, doesn't even know how to put the mask on properly. Like he's like wearing it as an eye patch.
And he's always yelling for no
he's
reason.
always yelling for no reason. He's like, all right, well, I have nothing else to say, so I guess just open the state back up. And so I would just say go party, honestly.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
just-
I'm down to go. I'm down to go.
yeah, but I mean, hopefully you get some. We're gonna take a break real quick.
Hey, hopefully you get something.
Thank
hopefully
you.
you get some.
Thank you.
Just-
That's what we all hope for.
we're gonna take a break real quick. When we come back, we're gonna close out the show, talk a little more, and then hopefully have our send off for the week. So you're listening to the New Normal podcast here on Power 108.9.
Keep it locked. Power 108.9, the station for the people. Keep up with Power 108.9 on social media. Instagram
At Power 108.9.
and Facebook.
At Power 108.9.
It's the exact same thing. It's at Power 108.9.
Oh, okay.
Power 108.9, a station for the people.
Question: who has an idea for a new app? Well, if you answer yes to that question, it's time for you to holler at our friends over at Appsketeers. Yo, it's Michael McFadden of Power 108.9 and the crew over at Appsketeers to take great care of you. Nick in the Game provides you with the all-in-one app development experience. We're talking design, UI, UX, coding, and a whole bunch more. And if you have no clue what that means, it's time for you to holler at Appsketeers. Check out the website, appsketeers.com. Now, we're talking full confidentiality, no hassle, no obligation. If you don't believe me, just call them. 833-APP-IDEA. That's 833-APP-IDEA. As a matter of fact, you know what they do? They design, they build, and they launch. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9, and don't forget to ask for the governor. What up, Nick?
Keep it locked. Power 108.9, the station for the people.
Yo, looking for a new house? Then it's time for you to holler at our guy, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson of Loan Depot. Yo, it's your boy Michael McFadden of Mornings with Michael and Friends, and I tell you what, Alvin Jameson and the crew, they really do it all. First-time home buyers, refinances, investment properties, VA home loans too. Hit them up. It's very simple. AlvinJameson.com. Y'all know Alvin like the chipmunk, Jameson like that fine whiskey. You can also hit them up by mobile phone, 404-587-9033. Once again, 404-587-9033. Alvin Jameson, Loan Depot. Tell them you heard it on Power 108.9. What up, Alvin?
All right, we're in the final segment of our show. The final countdown. Welcome back, as always, to the new normal podcast
Yeah.
here on Power 108.9.
Thanks for joining us, Janelle.
Janelle, really
Heck
excited
yeah,
for
this
thank
is
you for
fun.
filling in.
Tell Kevin to go do as he's doing right now more often.
You want to? Hey, so I'll be gone for the next episode. If you want to fill in with these guys and host it, you can gladly
do
come
it.
to hang out.
Maxwell's like, wait, I have like 4 more people that I got lined up.
No, that's fine. No, I'm not.
He's not gonna lie.
Just
He's
give
like,
it a
never
second,
stops.
okay?
Yeah, just give it like a couple shows,
on
and then
my
we'll maybe
calendar.
think of kind of going back to the NFL news. So there's 2 topics that I thought, honestly, if anybody watched the Thursday night game, first of all, the NFC East is the worst division, and I think they're predicted to the winner of the NFC East is like 4 wins. 4 wins and you win your division, and you go to the playoffs. It would be the first time in NFL history that anybody below 8 wins will go to a playoff. And the disaster of a game that was the Philly-New York game, I couldn't understand how there's fans. Like Cowboys, Eagles, I'm sorry, I can't call them the
Be careful
Skins
there,
anymore.
bud. Your
yeah.
roommate's an Eagles fan, so
That's fine. Cowboys, Eagles, Washington football team, and then the New York Giants. If you did not see the Daniel Jones 80-yard run where he literally tripped himself, no one around him, in Forrest Gump fashion, he ran and just couldn't stop running.
yeah, that motherfucker was running, and he couldn't stop, and then he did himself.
But the funniest thing I saw on the internet, which I hilariously, it was, if you ever see the predictions on ESPN, like percentage wise, and it shows you the graph.
Yeah.
And it's literally it just has Daniel Jones running the graph of winning, and it just scoots right down when he
right
falls. And I was like, this is the NFC.
That one, and then they have a video with American Sniper linked to it where it's him running, and then you just see him just go boop, and he trips and falls. That was a pretty funny
I mean,
one, too.
even in his interview, like, you can just see on his face how, like, distraught he was just because of that. And you know he woke up the next morning, he's like, they're not going to give it a break.
No,
Woke up, he's like, all I had to
you're
do
up there
was-
with the butt fumble in a sense of how.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. But Janelle just pointed out something that I guess somebody said that he was faster than Lamar Jackson.
No, it was like on Instagram. It said he had like ran faster than Lamar Jackson this season by like, I guess in like an actual play.
They have radar guns out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious.
I mean,
clocking him?
hey, it's 2020, okay? But
Just
no,
clocking
it really did.
40 speed is easy.
You
as
know,
it is.
that's some kind of statistic I can't make up.
no,
I can't
don't
just-
think
that's
anybody
not a
can make up.
I mean, whatever. It's good. I just saw a stat saying that Rodrigo from Georgia is leading the NFL in points.
Yeah,
Yes.
you didn't see
63
that?
points.
I thought it
Respect.
was wild.
Yes.
So that's pretty
Indianapolis,
dope.
what's up? Hey,
There's
good
there's
for
a victory
you.
for Georgia
Respect
fans.
the specs.
The guy
okay?
who's talking all that smack though too about him is Pat McAfee, and he's loving Rodrigo with the
Yeah.
glasses. He's talking about getting himself a pair just to support him.
I want that. I want that bobblehead. Honestly,
That would
Just
be a great
Rodrigo
bobblehead. He's got. Does he still do the 2 bars? I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure.
know.
I don't know.
If I was a kicker, I would try to look as obnoxious as possible.
Just
Like,
trying to
all black visor, 1 bar,
gloves.
gloves on, or in
Arm
the shape of the
sleeves.
thing. Yeah, arm sleeves. I'd wear like a neck collar,
Still makes it every time.
Yeah.
Yes.
and then just move.
Just the swagger
He's hitting
level.
70-yard kicks. He looks like RoboCop.
Yeah, just a
stupid
random number.
Yeah.
There's a 68-yard field goal. It's probably impossible. Oh, no, never mind. He's got it.
Yeah.
Easy.
What would a random? I'd wear like number
Oh, we're 00.
99,
That's
Yeah.
true. I would wear that too.
something like that.
Some just obnoxious
But
number.
yeah, that's dope.
00
Good
for,
for him.
me.
Hey, go dogs.
Hey,
Yes.
go dogs. Also, too, so Miami has a predicament going on where they're currently winning
Yeah.
with Ryan Magic Fitzpatrick.
He's the 7th ranked quarterback in the NFL.
The 7th-ranked quarterback. Doing great. Last game they played was against the Jets. They were up by double digits. And then they decided to bring in their new rookie quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. I don't even know how to say his name. I'm not going to try.
And I want to repeat this against the Jets.
Against the Jets. He only
So
played.
let's just put that out there.
He had 2 passes, and I think he had like 16 yards total. And everyone was loving it. They're all,
He
Miami.
played a quarter, right?
Yeah, he played the end of he played garbage time.
Yeah. Okay.
Garbage time of the quarter. Garbage time at the end of the game.
So not really a lot to really show.
Right.
What he
yeah,
has
just
to
get
do.
your feet wet.
But
Yeah.
with Miami, they're all about this new quarterback because they haven't had. It's been 22 quarterbacks since Dan Marino retired. It's been 22 years since Dan Marino retired. So 22. Numbers, stat guy. So
When I hear Dan Marino, I think Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
everybody
detective.
does. Hey, what do we want? It's like, what kind of gum is this? So going forward, Brian Flores, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins, has decided to bench Magic Fitzpatrick.
Dumb.
and start Tua.
Dumb.
Now they're off this week, but the first game that Tua is going to play is against the reigning defensive player of the year and Aaron fucking Donald.
Yeah.
So
that'll go over well.
this is a quarterback, excuse me, that is coming off a previous injury at Alabama. Just did rehab, did everything like that. Is still probably a little tender. Hasn't really taken a serious hit since the incident, with no preseason, no nothing. I don't know.
Let's go back, right? So let's go to the NFL draft. Tua was selected
fifth overall.
And I want to point this out, and I'm sorry, Janelle, just because he had Alabama and SEC next to his name. That's the only reason why he got selected fifth overall in the draft.
True.
Is because he had SEC. So look at other quarterbacks that got picked. And I know I'm a Chargers fan, so I sound biased. Take a look at Justin Herbert, who actually played an entire season, didn't get injured, killed the combine, did everything right, and then got picked because he had Pac-12 next to his name.
Right.
So
Joe Burrow,
Tua gets
same
picked.
thing.
They don't know what he's going to do. They don't know if he's going to recover. They really kind of took a blind shot on him. And then he gets 2 minutes of gameplay, and you're going to sit Ryan Fitzpatrick, who actually is not really doing horrible.
No, he's doing
and is
great.
a good quarterback.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't care if you had a quarterback 2 seconds ago or 22 years ago. Let the man do something, and he's been doing it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you're right. Any other quarterback that was coming out of the draft on an injury like that would not have
They
went
wouldn't
that
even
high.
have been selected.
No, he would have
No.
been like a second or third round pick, and it's been
So
proven
it's just-
previously. But and the thing that I got upset is that he didn't even know. He got told, and he was heartbroken. He was just like, "I'm getting benched." And he's like, "I feel like I got fired."
I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
I would be absolutely shocked. I'd demand a trade. I would try to get out of there. Like,
Yeah,
that's just a
Well,
slap,
I think
slap in the face from the
Like, what did
organization.
he prove?
Yeah.
Like, what did he prove out there?
What did Tua do?
I mean,
He made a good photo opportunity for ESPN. I'm
Right.
confused
All
as to
he
what
did.
Tua actually did. Like,
I still see his muscle milk commercials. I'm like,
yeah,
this
so it's like
motherfucker.
I feel bad for Ryan Fitzpatrick, and I would just
I think he's gonna go somewhere. I think he's definitely trade block material. Either it's Jacksonville or even Atlanta at this point, because we'll see exactly how long Matt Ryan's got going. You could always
Oh
use a
my
good
gosh.
quarterback. Just saying, you guys aren't doing too hot. You guys win.
they just won against the Vikings.
Ooh, Kirk Cousins. You like that?
But yeah, and then that was another thing. Speaking of the like teams that are just dog shit, he played against the Jets. Like, I don't know if you know about this, but people are telling Trevor Lawrence to not go into the draft.
Yeah,
so
that
that he
is
doesn't go to the
wild.
Jets. So no, do I think Tua should start? No, I think it's absolutely asinine that they put him in. Like, even gave him the garbage time. Sit down. Unless your quarterback is stabbed in the lungs, like in Los Angeles, you don't need to be starting.
By the way,
Like,
he's still out.
yeah.
He's IR for another month.
So I mean, I think it's ridiculous, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that he just gets his ass kicked.
I
Nothing
wouldn't go that far. But I definitely don't think he.
I was just never a big Tua fan. I thought he was just an overrated quarterback.
Yeah. But
then-
anyways,
Again, it goes back to that you have the name Alabama and SEC next to your name.
that's all that matters in this world.
And this is, I mean, his brother's up in Maryland now because he can't prove anything in Alabama. But kind of going back to the Trevor Lawrence story, which is I find funny because
They're
there's
telling him don't go into
yeah,
the
they're
draft.
telling him.
I mean, I don't
Everybody-
think that's not a bad idea.
And it just goes. I think I said this on one of the original like podcasts. I think it would suck to be the best quarterback in the league, knowing you're going to go to a shit team. That wouldn't like motivate me to.
I mean,
wanna
what if you
go.
get hurt? Like, break
Yeah.
your leg for what? Nothing?
Yeah, right. Like,
I
you're going to play for the Jets and do what? What is Trevor Lawrence going to do? Nothing.
nothing. He's gonna get sacked. He has
Exactly.
no offensive line.
Yeah, because they don't have a team.
They don't even have a coach.
Right.
Adam Gase is still having a job, which blows my mind. Everybody else is firing their head coaches, and Jets are like, well, what about us?
Yeah, it's just.
It doesn't make sense in any of that. So
And he's a junior. He has another year.
He
at
has another
Clemson,
year
right?
of eligibility.
So just play at Clemson. Like, do you think no?
I mean, well, like we were saying today, like Clemson's not playing anybody today. When do they ever play anybody unless it's in the playoffs?
Right.
they
so
smoked.
pad your
they,
stats.
they smoked whoever it was last week.
Georgia Tech wasn't it like 73-6 or something like that.
Some
Yeah.
crazy
Like,
number.
Let Trevor Lawrence pad his stats, and then
But I'm sure he's like, you know, for me, I look at it, I'm like, well, I wouldn't want to go to school, like be in class again. So if I can get out,
yeah,
I want to get out. But
that makes sense.
if it's to somewhere like New York, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I was really hoping the Falcons would just kind of finish out the season with all losses, so they get.
The tank
something
is
like-
on still. I still think the tank is on.
I don't know.
No, Mike's like,
You guys are going to
nah.
the game tomorrow, right?
No, Mike is.
Mike is.
Yeah, I can't. I fly out tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so in case anybody's wondering, I'm going to Pittsburgh for a whole month.
Oh, wow.
I know, fun times. That's what I said. You could do the show if you want it.
We'll take over.
So that pretty much wraps up all of our topics for this week. Just kind of going back, we have a big day from Maxwell today.
We don't have to talk. I just have a baby shower today. It's really not.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah, just a big deal. It's just not a big deal. So we're excited. We're gonna go do that later on today. He's got to go get a cake real quick.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you
It
got
was
to
a
get a cake.
surprise, you dumbass. And
Okay.
everybody's listening to the
Whatever.
show. Okay.
Didn't know it was a surprise.
He's not getting the cake.
He's not getting a
I'm
cake.
not getting anything.
getting-
I'm going home and not doing anything.
Yes, that's what he's doing today.
Nothing productive.
So, yeah. So pretty much that's all of our. Pretty much what we're doing today. What are you doing, Janelle? By the way.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. My parents are throwing a big reunion at their house.
Reunion?
My dad. He like brings all his high school friends over, and when I say like brings them over, like they have porta potties out at my house because there's so many people.
Damn.
So I'm gonna go take a look at that and see
Just
what's
get
up.
ready for the Florida Georgia game early.
Yeah,
The
hey.
porta potties.
Listen,
Lock them.
Lock 'em
And
up.
make sure they're locked. So.
Hey, make sure they're locked. Real quick, if you want to do your shout out for anybody at home, mom.
hey, love my roommates, Kelly, Leah. Hope you're having fun at work.
Oh, they're working today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Do you want to plug your Instagram and Facebook or anybody?
Instagram J_squeeze. It's a good one, I know.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you can follow me there.
All right.
That's-
Well, again,
Yeah, you can go ahead and follow
yeah, you
me
could
there.
just hit that
Just
like
follow.
button. Just follow it. I don't even question
Yeah,
it.
Follow it.
Well, thank you so much for filling in. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Kevin, I know you're listening out there. Hope works.
Fun.
Fun.
There you
Go Dogs.
Yeah. Have fun with the United and the Falcons game this week. Maxwell, what's our plugs?
I am at Staxwell with 3 L's on Instagram. We are the new norm. Andrew doesn't have an Instagram because he's living in the 20s. We are the new normal podcasting on
Andrew.
both Instagram and on TikTok. So go follow us. We'll pump out some content. That's kind of what I'm working on these days.
Hopefully, we'll get that out as soon as we can.
Should we just make Andrew an Instagram?
No,
And
please
just
don't.
post like
Oh,
crazy
we should.
photos?
Just make
Like photos he would never post. And like with the god awful captions.
Yeah. We'll like Photoshop a Georgia jersey on and be like, I just love the dogs. Another Saturday in Athens.
Yes. But
I
that
can't
kind of
do that.
hurts a little bit. We could keep him in the Oregon shirt. That's fine.
That's fine.
And put something
fine.
tacky with that.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll be back in 2 weeks as usual. It'll just be Maxwell and Kevin. Hopefully Janelle can definitely step in for me, but I'm going to the cold. I'm not looking forward to that.
So jealous.
Yeah, I know.
It's
It's-
fucking 80 degrees in October. Whatever.
Maxwell's sweating half the time.
Yeah, I
now.
got 6 fans on me at all times anywhere I go. Like,
You need to have the ones that come over and like they blow right
That's
here.
what I'm- I-
But
Oh,
your beard,
that would be cool.
Your beard will
Yeah.
be like this though. Like
yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. As always, make sure to like us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And make sure you guys follow Power 108.9 on Facebook. And as always, we are the new normal and get used to it. Thank you guys for listening. Peace.
Peace.
see ya.